to keep it lighter than the Israel thing, I was watching some of your content, Caleb, and this guy Daniel Larson.
Yeah,
I'm transfixed with this guy now. He's a dude who like has SpongeBob teeth, like only the 2 front teeth, and he seems to have been. He went down the popular TikTok guy to pedophile rabbit hole, I guess, in record speed. A well-worn path. Yeah. Like, what's the deal with this guy now? Is he locked up? Is he taken care of?
I believe he's still in. I think he's in custody. I don't know if he's going to be sentenced. Like, so he's in jail now for. He's on his way to prison, I believe, for making threats against the White House. That he was going to build a bomb, and he was just, said some very unsavory things about the United States government repeatedly over like a year, and then they finally nabbed him up. And yeah, he's like a really fucked up childhood, super traumatic childhood into TikTok fame, and like probably schizophrenic, some kind of terrible disorder. And people are like, "You are the president. You are," and he's like, "I'm the president." And he's like, you are. Yeah. And he's like, "What is your royalty?" Like, exactly. Like, the people convinced him of stuff for years, and there's all these different arcs. And now he's in jail or prison for probably a long period of time. Also a pedophile. But like, yeah.
That's not why he's in prison?
No. The pedophile stuff's just kind of like extra.
Yeah, icing on the cake.
I'm super curious. Did he threaten the White House and the president as a partisan, or just sort of anti-establishment in general?
Like Ted K, I think. Like, really just kind of, but like Ted K,
Fight,
but if Ted
fight.
K... Yeah.
If Ted K struggled to do basic math. Like,
right.
Instead of being a mathematician.
If instead of living in the woods, if Ted K on TikTok Live put a toothbrush in his ass, basically.
Yeah.
Different.
You slow sold it in a way that made me laugh. I was watching while I was working out, and the pedophile part hadn't come up yet. And you showed a clip of him being like, yes. And he has only his 2 front teeth. Only his 2 front,
like a cartoon bunny
literally
rabbit?
SpongeBob kind of teeth.
Oh shit!
And he was like,
"Yeah,
I looked at the girls and I masturbated to them." And I'm like, "What is this big confession? Like, he masturbated to girls? Like, that's what straight guys tend to masturbate to."
Oh,
and then
shit.
the next clip, the next clip was like, the girls he's talking about are in Children's America's Next Top Model or something like that. And they're
on
like
Pinterest.
Yeah, and he's
on Pinterest,
11,
bro.
like 10 or 11 on Pinterest. Yeah.
Where do you watch that show?
The show is like them doing like America Next Top Model. Or
where do I find this show?
Where is it streaming? Inquiring minds need to know.
I don't know. Well, ask
Pinterest,
Daniel.
bro.
Text him. Yeah,
it's on Pinterest.
That's where the pedophiles are.
Yeah, and so then and he admitted it right on his stream, which tells me that like there seems to be like a chasm in the world of pedophiles where like they're either very clever or they're absolute retards. And this guy's in the retard camp of pedophiles, where he just was like, you know what? I'll just cop to it and this will all blow over. And no, it did not.
Can I say I think sometimes when you see the people online, not just the Chris Hansons, but the myriad of amateurs, if you even call Chris a pro, who've come afterwards, they want to get someone. And I think they'll go after lonely, low IQ. And I don't mean that as an insult, but like if you tested these people, you'd be like, oh shit. And you have a job and everything.
Dude. Yeah, they could have joined the army.
They go get those guys.
Have you guys seen the poop pills guy?
Is this a different fella? The poop pills?
This is like an Asian guy that one of these predator poacher. It's not predator poachers. I don't remember who it is. Maybe I forget. It's on Rumble.
This is one of our sponsors, so tread carefully.
Yeah, he goes on there. He goes on there and he goes to like CVS or Walgreens, and there's this little Asian guy, and he's there to meet a 13-year-old or 14-year-old, whatever it is, doesn't fucking matter. And he's like, "I'm here for my poop pills," and he just starts freaking out and having this like meltdown in public. And he's like, "I have to poop." And he just starts freaking out and keep talking. It's like it's fake, but it's not. It's real. He gets in his car, fucking crashes, drives away. You've seen that. Yeah, you've seen it. And like his little box car. It's like a little fucking box.
Does he flip it upside down? Like he incapacitates the vehicle, maybe.
it like hits a curb and fucking knocks like that thing had to weigh 40 pounds in the back by how it popped off the ground. Like he had to jump.
Is
like
this a Honda
Evil Knievel.
Element when you say
Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, something like that. If I'm
very
it's
ugly.
so long since I've seen it. I thought it was like, well, he's not going anywhere now. Like
I poop pills.
Did he have a pooping problem that was established, or was that his like this is the only thing I can think of?
He has that in the back of his head. He's like,
yeah, that's his thing.
I'm here for poop pills. No one would admit to poop pills. No one would.
Yeah. He appeared constipated.
Honest.
He appeared constipated. That's the easiest thing to fake. Oh,
I always thought you needed like a child predator hunting license or something. You had to go to
permit,
like the local police department, or maybe the feds even. Yeah. But apparently, all you need is a microphone and a telephone, because Vitaly is doing it now. You remember Vitaly? He's a Russian YouTuber who did pranks for a long time.
Oh,
I did that stupid thing.
That's what I'm thinking of. Not the
He's an actual
guy.
Russian. Yeah, he got real buff on. He started doing testosterone and other steroids for a while and got like real fucking.
That's
buff.
a good prerequisite to pedophile hunting.
Well, he doesn't look as big as he used to, and he also had like, I like Vitaly. I've met Vitaly a couple times. He had some kind of a issue a year or two ago where he went a bit deranged and maybe
a slight issue.
You know,
allegedly, I don't know. I wasn't there.
Some of us are a little more spicy.
There were mug shots, but I've been there too. So who knows the full story? But now I guess maybe as part time, he's on. He was either Rumble or one of those.
Kick.
What's it? Is that
Kick.
What is it?
He's on Kick. Yeah. Oh,
that's where he live streams.
That's where he does his predator hunting. Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway, they lured a 70-something-year-old pedophile to like have lunch with a child, and then they start, making. I caught up at the point where he'd been found out, and a lot of people are watching this guy. He'd been found out, and Vitaly and his like squad is on the sidewalk now, and the 70-year-old is approaching them maybe after he's already went through the embarrassing part of being called out, and I think he's trying to like apologize or make some amends or see if Vitaly is a cop or something, and just some dude walks up, he's like, yo, I got kids, and decks the 70-year-old, knocks him completely unconscious, and he hits his skull on the concrete when he and everybody Vitaly has the best comedic timing. Bill Murray, fucking Chevy Chase, eat your heart out. He goes, "Oh no, someone stop him!" As he runs away, as he sprints away. And I mean, when somebody can actually run, how quick they get gone.
Yeah,
it was like that. He's like gone.
Why did that guy run away? Why did he could have been a key to the city hero?
He just attempted murdered an old man.
And he's like in a puddle of blood on the ground. It looks dark.
Yeah, but he didn't like have a little kid in his arms or anything. He was there apologizing for his.
Yeah.
Do you think that like the pedophile hunting community, like there's almost a purism to it where like they're like, I'm hunting the dangerous, like 25, 30-year-old pedophiles, and you're basically doing what that dentist did to that old lion. Like you have no honor in your pedophile hunting. You're taking the safe targets.
Yeah, that was a good pedophile. He was over the hill. He was keeping the young ones at bay. He was keeping them squashed down.
He was even more dangerous, if anything, because he's given the young pedophiles hope that they could survive in their way of life until like 80.
He's like the master vampire.
Yeah, he's Master Splinter of
he's training
pedophiles. Yeah,
he also Vitaly also caught allegedly this guy Herschel Vainrod, the screenwriter for Space Jam, the movie Space Jam. Caught him.
The old one.
Oh no,
he's the one from 95 or 96.
Oh, that sucks. That one's okay.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Damn. I don't like that one bit.
Anybody who works around kids, you got to wonder, like, why did you pick this job? This doesn't.
It's weird.
What you're putting up with. It should pay more to have to be around kids. You
must be suspicious of anyone kind to children.
Yeah. Like I hate them. When I hear them playing outside my house, I get like angry. Mm-hmm. And so like the idea of going so far the other way, I'm glad that that's how God made me, someone who hates children.
You're just a hater.
It's better to hate children than to love them too much. I'll tell you that right now.
100%. For sure, especially if they're not your own.
Yeah.
Safe bet.
When you like yell at them, like when you're in your neighborhood yelling at them, Kyle, do you always lead where you're like, and you're also ugly? You're ugly kids hate you.
I don't yell at them.
Two ponytails? What is that about, bitch?
Yeah.
She had one. They weren't side by side. They were high and low. It made no fucking sense.
Your head looks like a wheelbarrow.
I've only yelled at them once. Just when they were using my driveway as like a skateboard ramp. There's like a bunch of them out there racing around my cars, so they had to go. But
do you dislike them outside because they're noisy?
Yeah. I just don't want to hear their happy little voices walking by my house.
Dude, it sounds funny, but when I lived in a townhouse, we didn't all have our own yards. There was like this shared yard in front of my unit, and I fucking hated the children. I never went outside and said anything, but inside I would just complain to my wife because they're screaming. Silence your goddamn kids.
Shut up. We're having so much fun, you little fuckers.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm not having fun.
Yeah, I would pray for rain and storms during the summer when I lived in a neighborhood.
Yeah. Oh, you guys are Grinches.
And remember Boogie. I know. I always say Boogie because I think fat and Boogie's like Boogie and fat are synonymous to me. It's like saying large
catching strays for no reason.
I know.
Easy for him to catch him. You know, he's
exact big guys. Like imagine being as big as he was in a war. He'd be catching like literal strays all the time.
Yeah.
Like, how have you been hit 8 times today, soldier?
The other people use me as cover.
Can you imagine him at Bastogne? He's like taking his jacket off. He's so hot. He's
what am I laughing at?
It's because we're laughing because he's fat.
Because he's a big old fat person, and you know that's funny. He's made a living out of doing it.
He's the one who made a video, like a documentary, and then promoted it, where it was like, "I'm a big fat loser. Feel bad for me." Yeah. And now we're laughing at him for being a big fat loser, but I don't feel bad for him.
I don't think he's a loser. I just think that he's a big fat person, and he makes people laugh with that talent or attribute, if you will. And I don't think he'd be butthurt about someone pointing out that he's a big boy or making a funny joke, like imagining him at the Somme trying to rush those German guns. Like, I just don't think he'd get very far. He's a big boy.
You think Vin Diesel could have saved him? Nah.
I love Vin.
No.
Love
Marky Mark's work schedule would save him, though.
Do you know Boogie, Caleb? Have you ever talked?
I was on the Locale podcast before PKA, so that's the extent of my knowledge of Boogie, really, to be honest.
I don't know. He's not even a bad dude. I don't dislike him. I just enjoyed seeing Woody feel bad when making fun of him, so I got into that. So. Dude,
our audience gave him such a hard time the last time he was on. Did he do a good job or a bad job?
Our audience? That doesn't sound right.
Yeah, no, I swear.
Yeah, he seems like a good enough dude. Hopefully he's losing some weight.
You know, it's hard to keep fucking personal attribute score after a decade or so, but I don't remember him doing anything like that I thought was bad or like evil anyway. You know, he's done some questionable things, but it's
just
like
pitiful.
He's just exactly. He's like, he's his own worst enemy.
Eat that pussy. Sure. That guy, EDP. So, you know, EDP is like a well-known pedophile. He's been busted like twice. Like, it's crazy.
But he is well known. You have heard of him.
You have heard of him.
High level.
I was watching that Kendrick Lamar song, and it's the one part where it's like certified lover boy, certified pedophile, and when they say pedophile, they show a picture of Boogie, and then it's like whop 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 whop, and I'm laughing my ass. You know,
you mean EDP
it's not
or
Kendrick
Boogie?
Lamar's.
I think you meant EDP.
I did it again, didn't I?
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, Boogie. I know you're not a pedophile.
Boogie's not a fat.
You just like Oreos, not kids.
He's just a big fat guy. He didn't do. He's just a fat.
I'm genuinely not trying to do that to him. EDP, the fat black guy, he's the one. Yeah, he might be my favorite, like kind of known person, certainly from our little realm, who's been busted for the philia, because he was so. First of all, the people that caught him really mocked him and derided him, like in a way Chris Hansen never would. Chris would be like, "Oh, so what are you doing here tonight? Just out on the town?" Like that's as mean as he get. These guys are like, "Hey, fatty, we got your poop pictures here. Yeah, that's right. We're not into poop, but clearly you are. Ew, what did you eat, fatty?" And it's like, Jesus, this is lowbrow shit, but it's me.
Didn't eat.
Yeah, I was fully on board with that. Like the powerful looking fat guy calling EDP fat because the big
Alex Rosen,
Rascal McGovern, as you donned him. I saw a video of him, dubbed him. Yeah, I saw a video of him like powerlifting, and like immediately it was so funny. I'm like, oh, he's that kind of fat. All right, I fuck with this guy even more now. Didn't
you meet him? Didn't we meet him together?
Did we meet him? Did we meet? Was that who that was?
Yeah.
I guess I met. All right,
we met that guy.
It was wonderful to meet you.